The trade deadline is just a couple of days away, and man, the news is pouring out. It's pouring out. As we know, the Yankees need a lot, and I feel like every 5 minutes, I'm just refreshing my feed, and I'm just seeing new stuff pop up, just brand new stuff. So do me a favor before we get into that. If you love the Yankees and for some reason you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We're on the road here to 23,000 subscribers. So if you can help us get there, that would be an absolute blessing. I can't believe I'm even at over 22,000. That's incredible. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. We're going to be live streaming tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And we're going to be live streaming trade deadline day from 12 to 6. I have to see because the Yankees are playing. I have to see what I'm going to do with that live streaming time, but we're definitely going to be covering the trade deadline here. So please be on the lookout for that. So listen, man, just so many things are going on here. Let's read what Joel Sherman had to say on MLB Network on what the Yankees could potentially add. And it's a lot. Joel Sherman said this: they'd love to get at least one starting pitcher. They'd love to get 2 relievers. They would love to add another right-handed bat who plays either third or left, maybe a little shortstop. Sherman also went on to say, it's not in the quote, but he also went on to say that the Yankees would love to add 1, but even maybe 2 starting pitchers, and they would love to add 2 relievers, but maybe even 3. Now, that's 5 pitchers. Do I think they're going to add that many? No. There's going to be way too much competition on the trade market that they would be lucky if they added 2 quality arms, in my opinion. But before we get further into this, here's a word from today's sponsor. I want to thank today's sponsor, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's video. The trade deadline is right around the corner. This is the time, in my opinion, to get tickets to see the newest acquisitions, the newest New York Yankees. But I think you should get your tickets soon. And SeatGeek has you covered. There are upcoming homestands that include Yankees versus Rays, Astros, Twins, and more. In my opinion, there's no better way to watch a Yankee game than at Yankee Stadium. When looking for the most value out of your purchase, SeatGeek has you covered. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know if you're getting a good deal or not. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means not good. Use code THESHIFT for $20 off your first purchase. That's code THESHIFT for $20 off your first purchase. I'm going to have a link in the description and as a pinned comment, so click on that link, and when you do, you get loaded into the SeatGeek app. My code will be automatically loaded on there, so you'll get your $20 off. So once again, I want to thank SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. So listen, when it comes to who the Yankees are interested in and who could be that starting pitcher or those 2 bullpen arms, we're going to first talk about Ryan Helsley. A report came out a little earlier that the New York Yankees are interested in Ryan Helsley. Now, Helsley this year for the Cardinals, pitching to an even 3 ERA, 36 appearances, 21 saves, 36 innings pitched, 41 strikeouts with a 1.389 whip. He would be that high leverage guy that I personally want the Yankees to go and grab. We need, I think, at least 2. If we want to make a serious run in the postseason, in my opinion, we need at least 2 high leverage guys. And Helsley would fit that bill to be that 1 high leverage guy. His whip is a little high, it is, but 21 saves, 36 innings pitched, 41 strikeouts. That's not bad. His ERA is a solid 3. I still would love it if they could go and get Helsley, but they can't stop there. They most definitely can't stop there. And this is where what Jim Bowden said in his tweet. According to Jim Bowden, the Red Sox, Yankees, Blue Jays, and Mariners are speed dialing the Twins at an annoying level with continued interest in Joe Ryan, basically their whole bullpen, Willi Castro, and Harrison Bader. Listen, for some of you that are confused as to why the Yankees may want another infielder or utility guy, is because Ahmed Rosario, yes, he could play everywhere, but he's not a very good defender right now. He could hit. He's hitting 270, or it's even higher now because he got a hit with the Yankees. His OPS is approaching 740. The kid's having a good season offensively, and he's hitting lefties really well, over an 800 OPS against left-handed pitching. But Rosario is not good defensively. And in my opinion, the reason why they got Rosario is to kind of make it a platoon over there at third base. It's a very expensive platoon because McMahon's making over $16 million or making $16 million for the next 2 years after this one. But that's why they got Rosario, not because he could play everywhere. I mean, that's a bonus, but because he's good against left-handed pitching. So they're still looking for that right-handed bat, and Willi Castro would be that right-handed bat. He's a switch hitter, but he could hit on the right side of the plate against a lefty. So that's good. Willi Castro this year hitting .252, 10 home runs, 27 RBI with a 762 OPS, a 109 OPS plus, a 343 on base percentage. Castro has been a Yankee target for quite some time, I believe dating back to the offseason. The Yankees have been very interested in Castro for quite some time. Castro, he can play anywhere in the field, outfield, second, third, short, play anywhere. Very versatile guy. It's basically what we want Oswaldo Cabrera to be. And honestly, we're missing Oswaldo Cabrera so much. This could have been him. He could have had a breakout year if he stayed healthy because he would have had so much opportunity to do it. And in my heart, I want to believe that he would have done it. And the Yankees are trying to find that in Willi Castro potentially. And if we were to get him, that would be absolutely wonderful. But Joe Ryan, that's the big name here. Joe Ryan, the Yankees are interested in him, of course, as well as a couple of other teams like the Red Sox. But Joe Ryan this year pitching to a 2.82 ERA, 21 appearances, 20 starts, with 121 in the third innings pitched, 137 strikeouts, with the 0.923 whip. If the Yankees could somehow acquire Joe Ryan, now it might be a lot to go and get him, especially now if you want Joe Ryan and maybe Willi Castro in the same deal. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. We might have to part with a guy like Spencer Jones if you want to get a guy like Joe Ryan, especially since if you don't want Joe Ryan within your division, because Boston's in on him, I believe Toronto too, if you don't want him within the division, you kind of have to then trade for him, and you have to give Minnesota what they want. And Joe Ryan, 29 years old, having a really great season. I would love to get him. He's under team control for a couple of years after this one. I think he would be worth it, but is he worth it for Spencer Jones? Let me know down in the comments. Now, bullpen help. Bullpen. Yohan Duran, he would be a great name. Him alongside Ryan Helsley from St. Louis, that would be a monster deadline if the Yankees could go and get Duran. Duran this year pitching to a 2.01 ERA, 49 appearances, 16 saves, 49 in the third innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, a 1.176 whip. The Yankees have been long interested in Duran. If you could go grab this guy, then if you could grab Ryan Helsley in a separate deal, that would be one heck of a deadline for me. That would be awesome. Then grab a starting pitcher. I know Heel is coming back, but you still want to have as much depth as possible. Heel is coming back. Yarbrough is coming back. I get it, but you want to have as much depth as humanly possible. So still go out and grab that starting pitcher, but getting two high leverage arms in Duran and Helsley, that would be gigantic. But there's somebody else on Minnesota that it would be a better option than what we have now. And so right now, here's the Yankee depth chart, in my opinion, for bullpen arms right now with who's healthy, who's available. Devin Williams, Luke Weaver, Tim Hill. Then after that, I might be forgetting somebody, and I apologize if I am. If I'm omitting a popular name, I'm sorry. But Griffin Jax, if the Yankees were to acquire him, and he's having an okay year, 3.91 ERA, 49 appearances, 46 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts for Griffin Jax. If you could acquire him, he falls under the same category, I believe, as like Jake Bird. If you were to acquire one of those guys, then he's on like that next tier, right? Not an innings eater, not exactly a super high leverage arm, at least not this year. I like Jax a lot though, 30 years old, having an okay season. He would be a great option to have. Then if you get Mark Leiter Jr. back alongside Fernando Cruz while adding a Griffin Jax and a Duran or Griffin Jackson, Helsley, I think that would be a monster deadline. That would be huge. And they need to do that. They need to go out and get these arms, but the Yankees are not the only team in on these arms. It's going to cost you. It might cost you a lot. It might cost you an uncomfortable amount, in my opinion. But the final name we're talking about is Harrison Bader. Now, why would the Yankees want an outfielder? Why would the Yankees want to go out and get Harrison Bader? In my opinion, if they were to go out and get Bader, and I'm going to read you his numbers shocked me when I read them. But if they were to go out and get Harrison Bader, is because they're going to flip Trent Grisham, maybe for an arm, right? So you flip Grisham in another trade. You lose that left-handed bat and you gain a right-handed bat because the Yankees want a right-handed bat, right? So you get that in Harrison Bader, and then you trade Grisham, who's a left-handed bat, and you get maybe a bullpen arm back for him. I'm just trying to reason why the Yankees would make a Harrison Bader trade. But Bader this year, hitting 254, 12 home runs, 38 RBI with a 776 OPS and a 112 OPS plus a 337 on base percentage. Bader, very good center fielder. Would I like if the Yankees were to acquire him? It would depend what the circumstance is, because then who did we trade away? It's not like we're getting Bader and we're going to have all of our guys. No, we traded somebody away. Our outfield, we traded somebody. So if we were to get Bader, does that mean Grisham goes? Does that mean Dominguez has gone in a deal? Who knows? But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Joe, signing out.